Hi, my name is Tracy Billows, and welcome to your practice. Today will be Town Mix, and it'll be a full body, feel good practice. I hope you enjoy. We're going to start in Child's Pose. Knees about hip width, maybe a little wider. Slide your arms out long on the floor, and let's bring our forehead right to the mat. So your eyes are closed. Your head is nice and heavy, and just start with a light little sway of the hips from side to side. Inviting a softening into the hips, into the lower back. And really gently roll your head from side to side to massage your brow, your brain. Now we're going to lift ourselves up into a tabletop position. Come to your hands and knees. As you inhale, drop your belly, arch your spine, gazes up. And exhale, round into your Halloween cut. Push the floor away, round, haul about your belly. Drop your belly, open your chest, breathe in. Round and curl as you breathe out. Okay, now just keep moving between cat-cow. Move with the rhythm of your breath. Let the movements be nice and slow, purposeful. With every breath, feel yourself just getting a little deeper into your experience. So you've carved out this time for yourself. Let's make that choice. Whatever else we've got going on outside the little four corners of our mat, we're just going to set that on ice. And take this next little bit just for ourselves. Let this movement be like medicine, soothing, nurturing, healing every part of your being. And then when you're ready, find your way to downward facing dog. Hands can walk forward a little more. And I like my hands a little wider than shoulder width. They're almost mat width. And lift your bum bones up towards the sky. Take a little pedal of the feet from right to left. Just find a nice steady rhythm of breath. Make your inhales and your exhales the same length. And regardless whether we're in a more stretchy pose or in a pose that's a little more challenging, right? Just make your goal to keep the breath steady, full, and rich. Now shift forward into plank pose, the top of a push-up. We're going to bring our knees to the floor, leave the toes curled under, and push your hips all the way back into child's pose, but with the toes curled under. Feel that nice opening in the bottoms of the feet and the toes. Again, you can wiggle a little side to side. I love this one. Now push off the toes, come back to plank, inhale. Back to downward facing dog with the exhale. Let's flow through that again. Come into plank, breathe in. Knees to the floor, push your hips all the way back. Find that child's pose with the toes curled under. Back to plank, breathe in. To downward facing dog, breathe out. One more time on your own, go for it. Maybe the eyes closed. So make it less about what you're doing, more about how you're doing it. Move with purpose, move with care, and move with kindness. Now take a little walk up to the top of your mat. Tiptoe your way there. Let's come into Ragdoll next. I'll turn to face you. So Ragdoll, feet a little wider than hip width. Head is heavy, heavy, heavy. Give it a shake. Yes, no. Let your arms dangle, and you're going to crawl your fingertips over to the outside of your right foot. Come back through center, over to the outside of the left foot. Do that a couple times, side to side. Back through center. Keep a bend in your knees. Roll yourself up to stand. Roll, roll, roll. Head heavy, arms dangle. Your head is the last thing to lift. And now pull your shoulders up to your ears. Roll them back and slide them down. One more big shoulder roll. Okay, if you can stay hip width or you can bring them in a bit closer, your choice. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Huge breath in, look up. And then dive forward, lead with your heart. Fold all the way, all the way, all the way. Head heavy. Walk your hands up the legs so you find a halfway lift or even a little higher. Flat back, inhale. And then fold, drop your head. Circle the arms, come all the way back up to stand. Big breath, sweep high. And hands to heart center. Again, circle up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. And empty out. All the way back up, big breath. Hands to heart center. Reach high. Dive forward. Halfway lift. And fold. Come all the way back up to stand. Hands draw to heart center. Pause. Bring your hands onto your hips. You're going to lift your right knee up in front of you. Hands on hips. Lift your right knee. Flex your right foot. Hug in through your lower belly, so you want to lift with core strength. Now inhale, open the knee out to the right. And exhale, close it back up. Open again. And close it up. Last one. Open. We're going to find tree pose. Hands together at the center of your chest. Nice, soft gaze at one spot in front of you. Feel lots of length through the back of your neck. Shoulders soft. And now we're going to reach the arms straight up overhead. Palms face one another. Let's bring our hands together, interlace and release your index finger. Let's steeple mudra. Now inhale, draw that right knee forward again. Lift it up. Connect with that core strength. And then we'll slowly bring our feet together. Leave the arms overhead. Inhale, grow taller. And then tip over to the right on the exhale. Maybe peek up towards the ceiling. Pull up to center. Other side. Back up to center. Over to the other side, and we're going to hold. Take a couple breaths here. See if you can lean a little more weight into the left foot. Lift all the way up, pause. Chair pose. So release the hands, lower the hips. Take a few pulses up and down. Now all the way up to stand. Push through the feet, lift the chest, lean back a little. Hands to heart center. Pause. Hands will find your hips again. Let's lift our left knee. Inhale, open that knee out to the left. And exhale, close it back up. Open again, breathe in. And close, breathe out. Okay, last one. Open and stay. Okay, tree. Hands to heart center. So feel yourself strong and stable, but you're not rigid. There is some grace, some flow, some softness. Yin and yang. Now we'll take the arms up overhead. Find that steeple mudra. Try and get the arms straight. Eyes are steady on one spot. And now inhale, draw your left knee forward. Lift it up, little pause. And then nice and slow, we'll step our feet together. On your in-breath, grow taller, lift up, and lean to the left. Back up to center as you inhale, and tip over to the other side. Back up to center. Tip over left, and let's stay here. Press down a little more through the right foot. Okay, pull all the way back up to center. Chair pose, release the hands, drop your seat. Up and down with a couple pulses. Okay, press all the way up to stand. Lift your chest, lean back, open up. Hands to heart center and pause. Okay, you're going to sweep your arms up as you inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Step back into downward facing dog. Bring just your right knee down to the floor, kind of right in the middle of your mat. Take your right ankle out on an angle. Left foot flat. We're going to sweep our left arm up towards the ceiling. So you're in gate pose. Okay. Cement the outer edge of that back foot down to the floor. Take that lifted arm and stretch it overhead. Now lift yourself all the way up, arms into a T shape. You're going to bring your fingertips in behind the ears, elbows are wide. Take a breath in, tip to the left on the exhale. Pull up to center, inhale, and tip to the right, any amount. Keep that left leg really strong. Pull back up to center, tip once more to the left. Tip up to center and tip over to the right, and let's stay there. Take the bottom arm and extend it. And then at the top arm, Squeeze your glutes like a little tuck of your tailbone. Tiny little spin of your chest towards the ceiling. Bring the right fingertips down to the floor again. Extend that lifted arm up overhead. Big stretch. Look up towards the ceiling. And then lower that left hand to the ground. Come to table. And back to downward facing dog. Notice that difference from one side body to the other. Feel that there. Now let's bring our left knee down to the middle. Take the foot on the angle, the shin on the angle. Our right arm is going to reach up towards the sky. Outer edge of the right foot is down, and then extend that right arm overhead. Deep breaths. Use some core strength. Pull your chest all the way up, arms kind of out T-shape. And then the fingertips tuck in just behind the ears, elbows are wide. Right leg strong still. Take an inhale, get longer. Tip to the right. Pull up to center. Tip over left. Center again, inhale. Tip to the right. Back up to center. Once more to the left. Let's stay here. Keep breathing. Take your bottom arm, extend it. The top arm is going to join it. Lower left fingertips down to the floor. Extend the right arm overhead again. Huge stretch. Find that nice rainbow arc through your spine, through your side body. The right arm is going to circle to the floor. Find your tabletop. And then downward facing dog. Take your right leg up high to the sky. Inhale. Shift forward, knee to nose. Knee into nose. Pull your knee way up. Push the floor way round through your upper back. And we'll step that right foot in between our hands, kind of right up beside the thumb. Make sure your feet are on train tracks. And now lift up to your crescent. Both arms straight up. Now runner's lunge. Arms are going to sweep back alongside your body. Crown of the head will pull forward. Take your outer right hip and pull it in. Don't change the lower body at all. Just inhale, sweep the arms forward, right alongside your ears. And exhale, arms sweep back. Forward inhale. And back exhale. One more sweep forward, hold. Hands will come together, heart center. Pause there, pause there. Take just a little hop in with the back foot. Another little hop. Airplane is next, hands to heart. Airplane pose, take flight. Come all the way up to stand and bring your knee with you. Pull that left knee up into your chest. Lift it high. Take a breath in right here. As you exhale, kick that leg forward. Bend your knee again, inhale. And carefully step the foot to the floor. Circle both arms all the way up on the inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift, find some space, step back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up nice and high into the air. Shift forward knee to nose. Hug the knee up nice and high. And then we'll step that foot up between the hands, right beside the left thumb. Crescent lunge. Arms come straight up. Now runner's lunge. Tip your chest forward. Reach the arms back. Keep hugging that outer left hip in this time. Back leg really strong. Inhale, sweep both arms forward, right alongside your ears. And exhale, arms back. Forward again, inhale. And then back. Sweep forward, hold there. Hands come together, heart center. Okay, keep the hands there in prayer. Little hop forward with your back foot. And then lift the right leg up. Kind of find that capital T shape, but keep rolling the right hip down so the hips are level. Come all the way up to stand and bring your knee. Lift it up high. Keep your chest proud. Crown of the head reaches high. Take an inhale breath here. Kick the leg forward on the exhale. Push out through the heel. Bend your knee again. Inhale. Lower the foot down with the exhale. Circle both arms all the way up. And then fold all the way down, empty out. Halfway lift, flat back. Step back to downward facing dog. Roll forward, plank pose as you inhale. Lower, slow and controlled, all the way down. Untuck your toes. Let's glue the top of the feet to the floor. We're going to take our hands wide, come onto our fingertips. As you inhale, lift your chest and look over the left shoulder. And exhale, float back down. Other side, lift up, peek over the right shoulder. And float back down. One more each side. Walk your hands in under your shoulders. Table, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Okay, downward facing dog. Right leg all the way up with the inhale. Step the foot all the way up in between the hands. Warrior two. So circle the arms up. Sit nice and low in that lunge. Flip your front palm up. Reverse it. Inhale, so reach up and back. Front knee will slide forward. And then into side angle, right forearm into right thigh. That left arm swims overhead. Really one long line again. Feel that all the way down the side body. Reverse it again. Inhale. And to side angle, exhale. Let's stay here. Leave that lifted arm where it is. See if you can add the bottom arm, lift it up. Hug in through your lower belly. Stay strong in your legs. Warrior two. Close the eyes. One big breath. Circle your arms down to the floor. Okay. Lift your back heel up. Heel toe walk your front foot out to the right. So both arms are on the inside, and then carefully bring your back knee down onto the floor. Just for a moment, rock a little side to side. Pause in the middle. Think of pulling your heart forward. Feel that opening through the front of the left hip. So the left hand is nice and wide. Right hand will find the inner right thigh. Gently push the leg away. Look to the right. Maybe look all the way back behind you. Pick your back foot up. Kick it in. Reach back. With that right hand, grab your foot. You're going to pull on the foot and kick your foot into your hand at the same time. Now gently release that foot. Both hands circle down to the ground. We'll find downward facing dog. Good stuff. Shift forward, plank pose, inhale. Knees to the floor. Push your hips back, child's pose with the toes curled under. Come back, plank again, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Take your left leg up into the air. Huge breath, lift it. Come forward, knee to nose. Step your foot up between your hands. Come on up for warrior two. Arms circle up. You're taking up lots of space on your mat. Flip your front palm. Let's reverse. Reach up and back. Come back into warrior two, and then side angle, elbow to thigh. Take the top arm, swim it overhead. Feel one line, outer edge of your back foot, all the way up the side body. Okay. Reverse, go up and back on the inhale. Into side angle one more time, and we're going to hold here. Take your bottom arm, lift it up, reach it. Warrior two. Great job. Stay here strong. Close the eyes. 2 breaths. Okay, we'll circle the hands down to the floor. Lift your back foot up. Heel toe your front foot out. Right knee will lower. So you've got both arms on the inside. Rock side to side. Just move it around a little bit. And then kind of land in the middle. Hips pull forward, chest pulls forward. That right hand is wide. It might even be off your mat. Left hand will find your inner left leg. Gently press away. Look all the way back behind you if you can. Kick your back foot in. Reach back, grab hold. Pull in with the hand and kick the foot at the same time. Okay, gently release the foot. Arm is going to circle all the way down. Downward facing dog. Step on back. Shift forward, plank, inhale, knees to the floor, push your hips all the way back, find that child's pose with the toes curled under. Back into plank, downward facing dog. Walk yourself to the top of your mat. Walk it there, walk it there, walk it there, walk it there. Chair pose, drop the hips, reach the arms up. And then you're going to lower nice and slow all the way down, right to the floor. Sit, have a seat. Okay, I'm going to scooch back a little bit. We're going to set up for boat pose. So hands can tuck in behind the knees. Lift your chest, shoulder heads back. We'll pick one foot up and then the other foot up. Reach the arms out. Find that steeple mudra again with the hands. Lace up, release the index. We're going to twist our upper body over to the left. Leave the arms there. We're going to inhale, come to low boat, and exhale, lift back up. Inhale low, and then lift. Lower, lift. Two more. Come to center. Twist the other way. We're going 5. Inhale and lift. Lower, strong legs, strong feet, and lift. Inhale and exhale. Okay, 2 more. Come to center, pause, butterfly, soles of the feet together, knees open, grab the front of your shins, lift your heart, pull it through, and then we're going to fold, just passively fold, round your spine. Head is heavy. Take a moment here, catch your breath. Okay, round yourself back up, have a seat. So coming to a cross-legged position where you've got the right shin bone in front. That's option 1. Option 2 is to stack your shins. The right shin is on the top. So if you're stacking, make sure ankle bone right on top of the knee, knee right on top of the ankle. So it's not to the inside, ankle right on top. Right shin on top or right shin in front. Hands start out right beside you. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Find a long spine first. Lift your chest. And slowly start to hinge forward. Any amount. Hands could walk out in front of you. And you can completely fold forward. Try to keep the hips really heavy and send the breath all the way down into the hips. Might feel nice to let your upper body rock a little bit side to side. Begin to walk your chest all the way back up. Just sit up nice and tall. Pause there. Bring your hands in behind you. Unravel your legs. Lean right back so you come to your forearms. Bring your feet nice and wide and take a couple windshield wipers from side to side. We'll lift back up. So cross-legged again, but with the left leg in the front, or you stack your shins. Again, make sure ankle bone is right on top of the knee. Both feet are flexed. This bottom foot, you don't want to pull it in, you want it out. So again, you've got the knee above the ankle, and it might not touch. There might be a little bit of space there. That's okay. Don't force it down. Just over time, with breath, with gravity, it'll slowly start to lower just as the hips start to soften. We sit up nice and tall. And then we start to fold forward. There's no rush to fold. When you hit that first little bump of resistance, you want to pause there. Explore, what are you feeling? Where do you feel it? Can you just let your breath move into that tension? And as it starts to dissipate, you might come in a little bit deeper. Of course, in yoga, it's not about trying to get anywhere. Just imagine everything as an invitation. Like you're an explorer, just kind of going on an exploration of your body physically, mentally, emotionally. Sometimes it can feel good to support the head, so you can have your elbows on the floor and just lift your hands up and kind of rest your head in the palms of your hands. Relax your jaw. So I find the more I can relax my face, my shoulders, my upper body, it's like there's a ripple effect through the whole body. Not trying to get anywhere. Let's just enjoy where you are. Okay, start to walk yourself all the way back up. Lift your chest. Pause there. Hands come in behind you. Lean back so you come onto the elbows. Bring the soles of the feet flat. Take a couple wipers side to side with the knees. Lift yourself back up onto your hands. Come into reverse tabletop. So soles of the feet flat. Hands are flat, but the fingers point back to the feet. Lift your hips. Squeeze your bum. And gently lower your hips back to the floor, cross-legged, have a seat. Sit up nice and tall. Drop your chin down towards your forehead. And just take some really slow circles of the head. If it feels okay for your neck, you can do a full circle. But if letting your head fall back does not feel good in your body, just do some half circles. Reverse the direction, go the other way. Slower is better for this one. Take your time. Let your shoulders stay relaxed. And then we'll gently lift our head back up to center. Bring your hands in behind you, feet flat on the floor. Reach the arms out in front of you and just nice and slow, roll yourself down onto your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Rock a bit side to side. Pull your knees open wide. Happy baby. So you can grab your ankles, or you can grab the outer edges of the feet, and then the soles of the feet face up towards the ceiling. Take some deep belly breaths. Rock yourself side to side. And as you rock to one side, you might straighten out the opposite leg. Come back to center, both legs bent. Rock to the other side and straighten the opposite leg. And kind of rock like that side to side, straightening out opposite legs, if that feels good. Sometimes movement is what feels good, and other times just holding static is what feels best. Rock back to the middle. Hug your knees back into your chest. One last little squeeze, little love hug. And now let your legs extend out long on the floor. Feet wide apart. Let your toes flop open. So just relax the lower body. Give your hips a little wiggle. Tuck your shoulder blades a little closer underneath you. We're going to take one hand belly, the other hand chest. Inhale, fill your belly. Rib cage right up into your collarbones. Fill up the whole trunk of the body. Pause. Exhale the chest, rib cage, belly draws in. Again, fill up belly, rib cage, chest, collarbones, all the way full. Little pause. Exhale slowly, let it all go. One more on your own. Now let your breath just find an easy, slow rhythm. Rest your arms alongside your body. Turn the palms of your hands to face up. Can you visualize waves like the ocean washing over your whole body from head to toe? As the water rushes in, it's bringing peace and calm. And as the water cleanses you, it pulls away any tension, any stress. Feel those waves wash over you, one right after the other. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay here as long as you like. From my heart to yours, namaste.